All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do root well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Adon Ratazah, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. And Tawada, Yahweh Bashem El Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Esau has angel of light privilege. All right. There's a coined term here in Babylon where, they say that Esau has white privilege, which, there is no nation that is the color white, but this is a coined term that has been given to Esau, through prophecy of him having a covering, a covering cast, just like people today. When I was growing up, I was born in the late 1900s, meaning I wasn't born after the year 2000, and when I was growing up, they had the terms like yellow for Moab, red for Gad, black for Judah, white for Edom. So I got this video I want to share with you. And it pretty much sums up what we all know. And one thing that I've also learned when it comes to this covering cast is Edom is not spiritual. Meaning I've seen Jakes that look like Esau be with Esau, and Esau treats them like they're Esau. And I'm like, that he don't even know that's a nigga in so-called white skin. So within this covering cast, these people are not spiritual. If they just see white skin, it's in, so-called. So right now, Esau has been given a blessing, Wasn't he blessed with the sword? Wasn't he blessed? Matter of fact, let's get that. Didn't Esau get blessings? So you're not going off saying Edom got blessings. That's actually according to prophecy in the scriptures. Look, right here. When you go to Genesis, the 27th chapter, and it goes into Esau's blessings, and of course, Jacob's deception. Well, Esau's the main deceiver. But Genesis 25, and let's go down about 41. Now let's see here. Genesis 27 and 39. It says, "And Isaac his father," right here, 38. "And Esau said unto his father," Esau being the so-called white man, woman, and child, whose father line goes back to the progenitor Esau's Edom. Esau Edom is here today. Esau Edom is here today. Don't let anyone try to tell you that Esau Edom is not here. Real quick, I think it's 4:18 or 7:18. Let me see. Right here, Ecclesiastes 4:16. "There is no end of all the people." So Esau is trying to tell you that Edom is done away with, but then Yahoo, over there in the Gentiles being in our land, he said that they're supposed to make war with Amalek, referring to the so-called Palestinians. So they over there are acknowledging that Esau's existence is still here today. But then when you go all the way to the Western civilization of confused Babylon, you'll have Christians like John Mark Reiser, who vocab the mal one, who says that Esau was done away with. So the red horse isn't even in agreement with lies and deception. So we're here to clear the air through the Holy Spirit. "There is no end of all the people." So Esau's here, Jacob's here. "Even of all that have been before them, they also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit." So right now we are in a vexed state, because we're under what? The wicked. We're under the wicked. We're under the border of wickedness. We're in captivity behind the lines of the border of wickedness. Now let me just get this point. I want to play this video for you. It's only about 1 minute, 40 seconds. It says, Genesis 27 and 38. "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept." And that is one thing that Esau has no problem doing. He has no problem being the victim. He has no problem complaining and crying when he doesn't get something. Now you'll see Jake has that spirit now because they feel the disportion of amenities or resources that they see their counterpart Esau having. But Esau, Edom, has no problem playing the victim. He has no problem crying to people, telling people that he needs help. He's being despaired. His rights are being infringed upon. This is the audacity of Edom. You have to understand that. Even though he has more than heart could wish, he will cry to have more for what he wishes for. Okay, this guy is a dishonorable vessel, and you need to understand that. He knows he has white privilege. He knows he has this privilege. Do not let these people fool you, okay? You've seen videos about it. I've even experienced it, I remember one time I was working on this construction job, and this young Edomite male, he had told me, he said, man, the way things are going, this was before Trump got in. He said, the way things are going, I will be being treated like an old black man. See? So they know their advantage. They know their blessings. They know what they're receiving. They cry because they don't want it to stop. All right. And it says he lifted up his voice and wept. All right. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Now, I believe this word fatness also goes into oil, which then makes me think about healthy fats, which some healthy fats produce oil like avocados. But this oil, all right, is going into what's in the earth. Okay, let me just see. I believe this goes into oil. Oil. Okay, fatness, the best places, the best lands. We're going to call this the rich port. Okay, the creme de la creme. All right. Even he gets places, he uses oil for his productions. That's why when people create vehicles that can run off water, they mysteriously die. Okay. So let's keep going. Yeah. The best places, resources. So he's been blessed. Okay. He's been blessed. Let's keep going. Okay. And it says the fatness of the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and the earth given into the hand of the wicked. He got the earth through the monetary system, through money, through banking, through loanings, things of that nature, fundings. Okay. And it says, and the dew of heaven from above. This is why he so-called claimed he landed on the moon. You just had that Queen of Heaven ritual with those 6 witches. All right. Got shot off into the heavens, so-called. Okay. That was a ritual right around the time of so-called Easter, which that's a pagan custom. That's an ancient Assyrian, Babylonian, demonic goddess demon, Ishtar, that they're celebrating right now. So he sent them women up into space. Okay, this guy's a natural born demon, but let me stick to the task. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother, right? Because the elders to serve the younger. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, which I believe they did that under the time of King David. I believe they did it under the time of King David. Let's just make sure. Edom revolted against, let's see right here. Let me see. Yes, the Edomites revolted against the reign of the kings of Jehoram of Judah. They broke free from Judah's rule. See? So Edom was subjugated under us at one point, not fulfilling the prophecy of him serving us, but this fulfilled the prophecy of him breaking the yoke of being under his brother. But now he's getting ready to be put back under his brother. But in the meantime, he's experiencing all the privilege. He's experiencing all the light rights, all right? What you call white, we call light, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, I just want to see what kind of pictures they got. I like, because they do all this whitewashing, so I like when they show Edom looking exactly like who he is, a Edomite. Okay, so now let's go back. I really want to get to this video, but I'm only giving you what's given to me. So now from there, where is it? Is it this? No, this. Where's our, where are we at here? Genesis. There we go. Genesis 27. And it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. So Esau, Edom, doesn't bear the sword in vain, according to Romans 13. But let me get right into this. Now check this out. Now that I said all this, okay? So now, process of time, Esau, Edom has been called the angel of light, okay? Now, I'm going to play this for you, and then I'm going to get biblical information, all right? Now, watch this.
I went into makeup. I had no idea what to expect. I got a new nose. I got new eyes. I got bushy eyebrows, a thick mustache. I got glasses, and voila, I was a white guy. It felt strange. I was curious to see how eager people would be to give me directions as a white guy. Excuse me, sir. Where's DePaul University? Excuse me, where can I find DePaul University? DePaul is... You know, people were very willing. Even in the bitter cold, they rolled down their windows. Excuse me, where's DePaul University? DePaul is, go that way. Uh-huh. I didn't feel I was a threat. They didn't feel I was a threat. Okay, thank you. At this building,
which Esau Edom is the biggest threat. Esau Edom is the biggest threat. But what you're witnessing is the covering cast, where now they have labels of their nationality that are depicted off color and not biblical. This is why he's referred to as the angel of light. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. This is why I titled it, it's not white privilege, it's light privilege. Okay. Light, prosperity, pure. All right. Good, wholesome. All right. What did he say? They didn't look at me as a threat, but this is a war tactic. This is what Esau does. He shaves his face. He has the baby boy, blue eye, innocent look. Okay. And that's the camouflage, like a snake. And people eat it up. People ain't in the spirit like, nah, that might be a nigga under there. All they do is see the so-called white skin and you're in. You're here. You can go there. Like, what was that? Well, let me keep going. Let me go here now. So let me get you some information. Okay. The term white people, yellow people, black people was created by Rene Lesson in 1847, presented a division into 6 groups based on simple color objectives: white, Caucasian, dusky, South Asian, orange, Austroasian, yellow, East Asian, red, indigenous American, black, African. So they classified you based off color in the 1800s, but then Esau, okay, I think it was like 1862, I want to say. Let me put this in real quick because I had looked this up before. Let me put, let's try this. Let me try this. White created, and let me just put 1862. Let me see what comes up. Because I know he referred to Gad as black too at one point in time. More complex. Yeah, look, it's more complex. The concept of whiteness as a racial category didn't, but now you call yourselves fucking white. Excuse my language, okay? Excuse me. But now you call yourselves this. You literally call yourselves a color. This is why we tell you, stop calling yourselves black. You're giving him the right to call himself pure while you calling yourself void of light, darkness. When you remember in the movie Malcolm X, he even showed Denzel the power in words. We black. What did Trump say? What do you prefer? What do you prefer? And all these fucking nigga women, excuse my language, black. The black woman is not the voice or the leader of us as a nation. Because look at what has happened when Esau gives her the keys to the car, man. She crashes and burns every time. And then when the cops show up, she points at us and say, he did it and he on probation. Fuck out of here, man. These people are terrible, man. Okay. This is national. Okay. This is about our nation. Too many of our people live off a world of individualism. All right. It says the concept of whiteness and a racial category didn't emerge in 1862. I thought it was like 1861. Maybe they called Gad black in 1861. Did you know that? For all you demons out there that used to come against the 12 tribes chart. Remember there was a time when them demons used to try to say that Gad wasn't Gad, Ephraim wasn't Ephraim. Where the hell them niggas go? Pieces of shit. See? It says it is more complex than that. It's more complex of why you call yourself white today. An historically layered concept that evolved over time, particularly during the colonial period and beyond. While 1862 was a pivotal year with significant events related to the Civil War and slavery, like the Confiscation Act and the beginning of the enlistment of black soldiers. Oh, so that's not hard. That's not hard to find of us being black, but it's hard to find the concept of you being called white. Because you're not called European Americans. We're called African Americans, but you're not called European Americans. See? You're not called British Americans. You get to come over here and just call yourselves white. And then you get to walk around with this privilege like you're innocent, you're wholesome, you're harmless, when in actuality, you're the murderer from the beginning. Let me get that. You're the first murderer from the beginning. In the beginning, John 8:44, right? John 8:44. Now, this is Yahushua speaking to wicked portions of our people, okay? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. See? He was a murderer from the beginning, which proves that Cain is also Esau, okay? Reincarnated, because Esau came out with the mark of Cain, all right? Clean leopard. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. So he's a liar. Okay, he's a murderer. He's a liar. What's that Jake woman song? She was speaking to a Jake man. She should have been speaking to Esau. She said, "You're a liar. You're a cheat. You're up to no good." That's Esau. You're the liar. You're the cheat. Let me put that in. You're a liar. And you're a cheat. That's Esau. So for you black women out there, you need to put all that fucking demonic anger, that evil eye that you got towards us men, and you need to throw it over onto Esau, who's got us both in captivity. Angela Bassett. What's that song? You're a liar. You're a cheat. You're no good. You're no good. This is for Esau song. And Aretha Franklin. I never loved a man. Oh my God. All right, let's back away slowly. I just wanted to see the lyrics. We know that we're going into Esau for that. Okay. It says he was a murderer from the beginning, John 8:44, and abode not in the truth. So this guy ain't got truth. Okay. Don't look at him. Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh the lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. I didn't do it. I wouldn't poison you. I would never kill you, Jamila. you know. There's all these videos now of black women, bloody lips, crying, and their strong, white, abusive boyfriend over them. Like, come on, man. We've been trying to tell y'all, okay? But this is what the world needs to understand, and the world is slowly seeing it. The East is seeing it. Okay, brown people in the East, the other heathens, they are seeing the demonic nature of Edom. In so much, I believe Persia calls him Great Satan. Let me see this. You got to get out of America, man. The Great Satan. A lot of our people, they're in this bubble. All right, let me put this. The Great Satan. See, Great Satan is a derogatory epithet used, if I even pronounce that right, used in some Muslim majority countries to refer to Babylon. So why do other countries call Babylon Great Satan? But then you get here and you say, Mrs. G, God, thank you, Mr. M. You know, Esau thrives off the ignorance of people. I'm not about to look into this. Esau thrives off the ignorance of Jake envying his oppressor, man. Do you understand that? And look, this is a great example. Jake's like, damn, I should wear this more often. I should be white more often. This is why black women wear blonde weave, because they envy this privilege. They want this privilege. They want to be treated like Edom, not knowing they're better than Edom, not knowing Esau's going to be enslaved under them. Genesis 25, the elder Edom shall serve the younger, his brother Jacob. These slaves are getting ready to be put under subjection. Do not let this mere temporal time make you drunk and want to jump in. Like Jake's got this like hopscotch demon. Like they see the rope of privilege swinging and they just want to jump in with Esau and start kicking their feet up. Let his ass have it, because he's about to trip and fall. See? It's a covering cast. It's a covering cast. And the world it's been drunk off of it, but now the nations are mad. So they're waking up. So have you woken up yet too? This is the enemy, man. And so much that Jake said, damn, I could look like him and get treated like him. Might as well join. What they say, can't beat him, join him, fuck that. He may win the battle, but he ain't won the war.
I breezed past the doorman. This one may have looked like a tough one, but they just buzzed me right on up.
Jake buzzed him.
Thank you. When I went into makeup, but coming back as a black man, things were a little more difficult.
See? Now coming back as a black man, things were difficult. Why? Isaiah 25:7, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people. So that old white, yellow, the black, okay, all that's about to get destroyed. See, because even other heathens, when they're in their country, you know, like, okay, this is the best way I explain it. China don't call themselves China. Now, according to like government official, that like let's try this. Let's do an experiment. Does China call themselves? What does China call themselves? There, that's better. See, in China, the country is referred to as Zonggong, Middle Kingdom. Did you know that? You got all this fucking westernized culture crammed in that fucking space between your ears, and you think you know everything. This is why the scriptures say, if a man think he knows something, let him become a fool. You don't know SHIT in America, man. People in China don't even call themselves China. People ain't even in other places in the world are not in the year 2025. That cover and cast is deep. So over here, over in what we know as China, okay, they call themselves what they call themselves, but then when they come here, they take on that covering cast of Chinese. Did you know fortune cookies ain't even from China? Let me show you this. Let's see how. Where did fortune cookies originate? Come on, give it to me. United States. See? Okay, now it's saying Japan. Now I knew it was in the United States. See? Oh, see, Japanese immigrants to the United States. See? So Ammon came over here, and then Ammon came up with the concept of fortune cookies, and now your drunk ass being in Babylon drinking, you think that fortune cookies came all the way from China. See what that cover and cast done did to you? You eating a beef burger, but you call it hamburger. Hamburg is from Germany. What you call them French fries for? See what I'm saying? Like, you gotta step out of the cultural mindset of Babylon through the covering cast that Edom has given you. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black. No, you're not. Because you say you're black, that allows him to say he's white. Understand? Isaiah 25:7, he will destroy in this mountain, and that'll be through the third world's woe. Remember, Esau's blessed with the sword. That blessing, remember we were talking about his blessing earlier? Well, that same blessing was also foretold by Yahweh Shai, that he that lived by the sword going to die by it. So he was given a blessing so he could die by that blessing. See? He will be destroyed in this mountain. Excuse me, I'm like thinking of two things. Because when you think about it, how many times are people that like have passed and they're like, man, his blessing was really a curse. See? It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast. What's that face? White, black, yellow, Chinese. See? Over all people. Overall, you're African. I ain't no fucking African American. First of all, who's Africa named after? Who's America named after? See? So America is named after Americo Vespucci, but then Esau just calls himself white. Oh, then they say, no, I'm white American. Wait a minute. How the hell are you white American when you originated from either Spain, British, French, or just Europe? Wouldn't you just be European Americans? So why don't they not coin it European Americans? See? Oh, and another thing, since we're speaking about races, did you know there's over 600,000 illegal European immigrants here in America today? Let me show you that real quick. How many illegal, how many illegal European immigrants in the U.S.? Wow, the number changed. There are estimated 780,000 unauthorized immigrants from Europe, Canada, or Oceania reside in the U.S. But you don't see Trump cracking down on that. That's because of light privilege. That's called light privilege. It's not white privilege. It's light privilege. Going back, because he was called, Satan's called the angel of light. And America's also called the great Satan. I just want to see what this word light means. I got to wrap this lesson. We got to go to camp. Excuse me. Light, emitting light, brightness. This bright young man, Matthew, and his blue eyes, we would just hope he could win the race. That's all they want. All these, you gotta look at Esau. Esau is really about his people, man. Okay, you want some national mindset. You want to see how to be for your people. Look how Esau's for his. Okay, he's all for his people, and Jake is all for himself. You dummy. That's how he got you. That's how he's getting you, conquering, dividing you. Okay, so now let's go back. I think I was here. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all the people and the veil that is spread over all nations. Yeah. So once that destroyed, then the world will recognize and acknowledge that we are the children of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and not just black, not just brown, not just niggas, not just hoes, pimps, sluts, you know, and all the nastiness that comes with us and our people put on like a cloak of armor. All that's going to get washed away. All right. Now we got the angel of light point. We made some fun facts. Let me see what else I got in here for you. We got that. Okay, yeah, I was looking into the whole white, black when it started, but let's get some precepts. Oh, let's finish this real quick.
With the very same doorman, I couldn't get in.
Yeah. And that doorman was a nigga. See how the Jake let the appear to be an Edomite walk in? And the Jake didn't read his spirit. He didn't say, man, that white man kind of got a diddy bop to him. Shit, that white man kind of got some swag. No, he didn't say that. He's, oh, look, white man coming, put my head down, press the button so I keep my job because you're a homeborn slave. Okay? And guess what? What's even crazier is you got white people that are actually our people. It's a spiritual thing. But what we're witnessing is the covering cast is a carnal thing. I mean, if you play white face, they'll think your ass is white. Yeah, I'm doing it for the wife. You know? They'll think your ass is an Edomite. Well, they think you're a white American, you know? And then they get upset when they find out you're not white, you know?
I want to see one of my partners. I want to see one of my partners upstairs. On the 7th floor. I can't.
I gotta announce you. I didn't know who you here.
Now he's giving him a hard time. See, Esau has angel of light privileges. Okay, Esau has the privilege to be the angel of light.
If you don't live here, I need service information and security.
No, okay, we're gonna try this one today as a black guy. Same corner, same guy, different reactions. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can you roll your window down? He said no. Can you roll your window down? Please? Please? How do I get?
This is why you gotta be able to read spirits, man. You know? Because guess what? I may not roll the window down for every Jake either. I'm not telling you brothers and sisters to do the same because a nigga might rob you, just like an Edomite might kill you. You have to be spiritual, okay? To be spiritually minded is life and peace. But what we're witnessing is the prophecy of the covering cast that is over the people, okay? Like I have experienced plenty of times being treated like I'm just some big black guy, and I'm thinking in my head like, bitch, you don't know me. I'm one of the nicest guys in the world, you know? Shit, I'll help your grandmother up the stairs if I got time. Not saying that's what's going to deliver me. I'm just saying that's who we are. But the covering cast, through his media, Goddess of Illusion, black typical yo hat backwards, mommy, what's up? Then Jake being under curses, embracing the so-called black culture. Now the world views us as that when we're not even closely related to that. And then Esau, in the same tip, he portrays himself as angel, nice, on the arms of an angel, traveling to Africa, you know, doing all this so-called shit. So then the world's, oh my God, Savior, here to help, clean water. No, he capitalizes off of your ignorance of innocence. Every time. Every time.
Get to DePaul. Ladies, how do I get to DePaul? Excuse me. Ma'am?
And there you have it. That's the covering cast. You're looking at the results of deception, iconoclasm, Renaissance, whitewashing, white Eurocentric Christianity in real time. He portrayed himself as God and Jesus. The Thessalonians. Let me try some with AI. Why did white people change the image of God? I just want to see what comes up. The depiction of God as white is primarily due to the historical dominance of Christianity in Europe and its subsequent spread globally. Yeah, but that's after Revelations 20 when he was able to creep out of the caves after that seal was taken off of him. Where white people and European artists were the primary creators of religious imagery. Wrong. Where Edomite artists were the primary ones that painted over the religious images that already existed. You painted over images that already existed, and I will give you historical proof on that. We can go to First Maccabees 2:38. Okay, let me show you something real quick. What's my time? Okay, I got a little bit of time. Today we got time. So let's go to First Mac. Okay. Closest thing Jake knows to a Mac is return of one. So let me show you this. First Maccabees 2:38, and I'm going to precept it with the very next chapter. But before I do, I got to show you something. So you brothers can use this as a precept as well. Is it 28? Let me see. Where is it? I was just reading this. I thought it was 28. First Maccabees 2 and cast stones, rose up, the Sabbath, children. Where is it? It's right in my face, isn't it? Okay, let me see. I know, and right here in this chapter, it speaks about how we had to take the book from the Gentiles. Okay, I thought it was 38. Is it 28? Is it 8? Told the servant's king, broken the king's commandment, great number. Maybe I was reading it in regular English, so I can't see it. They fled into the mountains. Bear with me, please. I just found this precept too. I said, I got to bring that out. I'm not seeing it right here. Let me see. Let me try something. Let's say Maccabees took the law from the Gentiles. Check this out. Let's see what comes up. I thought it was with an 8 in it. Wi-Fi don't fail me now. KJVA. Let's see here. 2:48. Okay, where was I? I was 38. You're on my witness. There it is. First Maccabees 2:48. So they, us Israelites, they recovered the law. Okay, recovered the law out of the hand of the Gentiles. That, brothers, is a precept that you can use to cut anybody coming up talking that Gentile-ish, that Gentile shit. We had to take the law back from you. We had to take the scriptures back from you like we're doing now. So now him being the angel of light, he walks around with a dog collar. Did you know that? The Catholic priest, which those sickos, $1.7 billion they've dished out for hurting people. But they're supposed to be the people? Get out of here, man. That's that covering cast. That's the privilege of being the so-called angel of light when he's really the angel of darkness. Angel just means messenger. All right? So they recovered the law out of the hand of the Gentiles, the Greeks, and out of the hand of kings. Neither suffered they the sinner to triumph. Now, let's go to the 3rd chapter and see what we did after we took the law back. Let's go right into it. Okay? So what we're dealing with today. Literally today. Every time we go to camp, every time we do a lesson, we have to take we gotta take the scriptures back. You know, we gotta take the law back. We gotta take our nationality back. We gotta throw off being black. This is a full-time job, man. First Maccabees 3:48, and laid open. So after we took the law, after we took the books of the law and laid open the books of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. So what you talking about in history? See? So we've always had to fight heathens trying to dominate and take our position. Sirach, the 12th chapter, he will overthrow you and sit in your place. That's what he's doing right now. Okay, but his bitch ass is about to be thrown out this seat, man. All right, but this is the privilege. This is what comes with the privilege right now. Fair skin, and that's why we tell you don't envy him. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor. And what the black woman do? Let me get 2 packets of blonde weave, please. Envy thou not the oppressor, dumbass. You're better than them. Do you know what's worth more than gold and silver? Melanin. Let me look that up. What is the price of melanin? Which, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, if you don't have melanin, doesn't mean you're you know, this or that. But this is something that Esau, look, the price of melanin varies, but it is often reported to be significantly higher than gold, sometimes reaching $380 to $445 per gram. See, what's he need melanin for? What you need that for? Why is this even so valuable to you? But then the Mormons tell us that black skin's a curse. Then you say no blacks allowed. Being black, not good. Light skin, better. It's a fucking scam. He's scamming you. He's scamming you. Here it is. I don't think you should be that dark, but I'll take it from you. That's what the whole movie Get Out was about. Him envying your ass, man. Esau, you're out of here, bro. And choose none of his ways. Exactly. That's why when we go into a land, Deuteronomy 18:9, when thou art come into the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. So you're not to envy him, nor choose none of his ways. But what's Jake do? They envy him and choose his ways. Ye of your father the devil. Ye of your father the devil. I just got to do it just because. Black woman, blonde hair. And niggas do it too. Black woman, blonde, weave. Let me get the weave in there. Let me get the wig. Look at that. It don't look right. You sewed this shit to you? You sewed it in? Oh my God. You know it's this is leprosy. This is unclean. Let me get the Merriam scripture now. Numbers 12. Numbers 12 and 10. Oops. Let me go here. And then where is it? Numbers 12 and 10. Okay. Numbers 12 and 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous. Miriam became leprous. Well, what's leprous? I got you. It's like white people, white as snow. Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. That's why he said he came out like Esau, wasted away as he, white as snow. So biblical leprosy, okay, is what Edom is, a clean leopard. And then the weaker ass vessel, okay, the weak, destroyed vessel, all right? Matter of fact, I'm going to click off. I don't want to see that shit, man, okay? The weaker vessel, what's she do? Envy. Then Jake not having a position, he follows her, who's following him. So you're all following Esau, the man of sin, the man of sin, who now gets the privilege of being just an angel of light. Proverbs 23:17, let not thy heart envy sinners, but be thou in fear of Yahweh Shemel Shai all the day long. So we're here to fear Yahweh Shemel Shai, okay? We're not here to give in to Esau, Edom. We're not here to, bow down to the man, okay? He's actually under us. We're just in captivity, and he's been prophesied to be in the last ruling empire. Esau, end of the world. Jacob, the beginning of it that follows. Okay, so right now, the triumphing of the wicked, but it's short and but for a moment. So for a moment, Esau has the blessing to be the angel of light, in so much there's privileges that are known, seen, and envied by other people. This is why they all whitewash themselves. All these heathens come over here and accept all these covering casts so they can taste bland fucking macaroni and cheese and taste raisins in the potato salad. That's weak. That shit is weak. All right, I'm done. I got to get ready for camp. So, Adon Ratazah, this lesson was edifying. I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.